Monsoon rains trigger a plantation landslide in India's Kerala state. At least 43 people have lost their lives. Approximately 43 people, including 3 children, have passed away, with dozens more feared buried after torrential rains triggered a landslide in India. Landslide swept through a settlement in the southwestern Indian state of Kerala, where housing workers on a tea plantation in Idukki district late Thursday live. When most residents were asleep, dozens of houses were destroyed and 11 persons were hurt. These persons were taken to local hospitals. The total amount of persons who passed are steadily rising as search and rescue workers spent the weekend digging through thick mud and debris, with efforts hampered further by heavy rains. At least 25 persons remain missing. More than 500 personnel from local forces and the National Disaster Response Force have been deployed to sift through the debris. Despite the inclement weather and harsh conditions, the search for those who went missing is still progressing. On Monday, the Indian Meteorological Department issued a warning of heavy to very heavy rainfall in certain parts of the state for the next 24 hours. On Sunday, a red alert was in place for 7 of the state's 14 districts. Kerala has been battered by rain and flooding for weeks. On Friday, tragedy struck again when an Air India Express plane skidded off the runway and broke into 2 while landing at Kozhikode, Calicut International Airport amid heavy rains. The flight from Dubai had 190 people on board when it crashed. A total of 18 persons lost their lives, including both pilots and 4 children. For centuries, agriculture in South Asia has depended on the annual monsoon, which stretches from about June until September, but intense rains and floods also cause devastation and billions of dollars in damage and economic loss across much of the region yearly. In 2018, Kerala was hit with its worst flooding in almost a century, following unusually high rainfall. Flash floods swept through the state, rivers overflowed and sewage lines were blocked, with more than 300 persons losing their lives and hundreds of persons being displaced. In 2019, Kerala and neighboring states were inundated again, with at least 150 persons losing their lives, hundreds of homes being destroyed, and hundreds of thousands of people being forced to take refuge in relief camps. Since May 2020, monsoon rains have triggered damaging floods in the eastern Indian states of Assam and Bihar, affecting more than 2.4 million people, swamping large parts of a national park, and causing 100 wildlife to lose their life, including 12 rhinos. Elsewhere in the region, Nepal has endured massive landslides and severe flooding, while nearly 1/3 of Bangladesh and 1/5 of its population of 161 million people have been affected by floods. Floods have also engulfed huge swaths of southern China in 2020, with the Yangtze Basin having its heaviest average rainfall in almost 60 years since June. China's Ministry of Emergency Management has placed the direct economic cost of the disaster at $21 billion in destroyed farmlands, roads, and other property. Some 55 million people have been affected so far. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about these flooding and heavy rains that are currently affecting India, Bangladesh, China, and many other areas in Southeastern Asia. We hope the best for our Asian friends. Of course, we wish them a speedy recovery from these situations, and I hope they will be able to bounce back as the months progress. Subscribe if you have not already done so. Encourage your friends and your family members to subscribe as well. Share the content across various social media platforms. Of course, thanks for watching. Remember that this is your primary place for news, reviews, and previews. Thanks for watching the Learning Academy.